Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Welcome
Yeah.
to another installment of Current Mood. I'm John Mayer, your host. I hope you had a great weekend. It's been a couple weeks since I've seen you last. Lot to talk about. You've heard it said before in the past, but it could be no more true. We got a lot of show for you. Too much show for you.
Woo!
Yep. Hollywood they said split it up. So water it down a little bit. What went on this week? How's everybody doing? Is everybody making it through? You look like a wolf, bro. Hey, what's a wolf, bro?
What's a wolf?
Someone said you look like a wolf, bro. Does that mean that...
I think your facial hair.
Really? Well, let's hear it for...
Yeah. Love wolves.
Was my week like? Did SNL last week with Travis Scott. That was really fun.
Hey John, how'd you fly there?
How did I fly there? Oh, I flew public.
Ah.
Yeah.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Did you fly public?
Yeah.
You fly private a lot of the time.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Why am I talking like this?
I don't know, because you're doing a Doppler effect, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Which was great. It was nice to be in that building and have a low stakes great time. I had a great time. I played, I wrote a little bit on Astro Thunder, the song by Travis, and so it just seemed like the right thing to go back him up when he asked. And we had a great time. And we watched the McGregor fight while the same time SNL was on. We were watching McGregor fight on the laptop. And let me tell you something. Not a fan of MMA as I sort of go through my day-to-day life. But I'll tell you what. When you watch MMA for the first time, you get into it pretty fast. You know, the only rule in MMA is that there are no rules and don't twist a dick. I think those are the two rules. But other than that, I mean, imagine if golf was like that.
I want that on my shirt.
It would definitely be in a stencil font,
Yes.
a spray paint dripping stencil font. Let's hear it for the stencil font.
Yeah.
But it was great. And it ended up being great. And they did the good nights on SNL, you know, where you stand there and you do this stuff at the end. And the good nights happened in the middle of the McGregor fight. And the McGregor fight was thrilling. And I've never been more preoccupied in my life than standing on that stage, clapping at the end of SNL, just hoping that I didn't miss the fight. I think half the cast was watching it, like cornered in an office room somewhere. But and then I want to show you this. This is a not so humble brag. Now, people ask, you know, well, you get paid. I don't get paid to play at SNL. I'm just psyched to help a friend out. But I want to show you what I got. This is all the payment that I need. Travis gave these to me. And I just felt like it'd be a nice thing to show off what I was given.
Jesus.
I got, hey,
Wow.
purple Air Jordan 4s. And somewhere in here, and then I got a napkin. And he said, from Trav, love you forever, man. And let me tell you something. Why do I do it for a living? And I'm not joking. I don't need the money. I do it for the napkin. I do it for the napkin that says, love you forever, man. And that's what it's all about. Backing up other musicians. And that's why I love Charlie Puth forever, because he's backing me up tonight. He's my first guest, really legitimizing the show. I'm psyched because I wrote a new song, and I'm going to record it tomorrow and Tuesday's my birthday. So,
Happy birthday, John!
Thanks, man. Thank you very much. As songwriters can tell you, they don't really feel worthwhile unless they have a song they're working on. You know, you go in the studio, you come back empty-handed, you just feel like a mess. You go, why am I anywhere if I don't have a song? And I found one. I got a song last week, a couple weeks ago. And it's a very cool song, and I think you'll probably hear it pretty soon. And, I promised a hot take on Kanye, and I'm going to give it to you. But let's see what's going on down in the comments. Sound off in the comments below. Well, I enjoy a juice box. Oh, eggplant, right. It's not just purple. Oh, you're watching right now?
Yeah.
Please, turn your radios down at home. Please, turn your radios down at home. You know, there's something about a juice box makes you want to hold it with both hands. You know what I mean? Never seen somebody just do this with a juice box, you know? All right, here's my hot take on Kanye. Ready? No. Oh, when you close the app, it goes, no. That was the clapping app.
That was like too good.
Let's go to a clip here. Ready? This is Kanye West and Lil Pump. And this is a song called I Love It. And let's go to a clip right here.
You're such a fucking hoe. When the first time they asked you want sparkling or still, are you trying to act like you was drinking sparkling water before you came out here? You're such a fucking, I'm a sick fuck, I like.
So Kanye says, basically, why are you going to try and pull a fast one on me acting like you drank sparkling water before you came out here? And I know that there's been a lot said about Kanye, but I'm going to pitch my 2 cents in and say everybody has access to sparkling water. And that if somebody acts like they've had sparkling water, it's safe to say they probably have. I don't see much to gain from pretending you've had sparkling water. Sparkling water is readily available in all 50 states and is regularly enjoyed by millions of thirsty Americans. So I think you might mean champagne. Also, sparkling water is mildly acidic and has a prickly yet endearing kind of a sensation, which so does Kanye West. Here's my take on the Pete Davidson Ariana Grande / Ariana Grande Pete Davidson split. That's sometimes some people want the woman to go first. I do both at the same time. 50% billing on this one. If you are over the age of 35 and you have a take on the romantic entanglements of those in their 20s, you're creepy. Okay, it's time to play. Well, think about it like this. Pretend the internet is a drugstore with a magazine rack. And the things that you consume can be seen by others. And pretend that pop culture is split into magazine types. And if you were reading, in 1980, if you had an opinion about someone in their early 20s dating, you'd have to go to the drugstore, open up a Teen Beat magazine, and stand there and go, oh. And that's creepy. Just pretend that everything you do on the internet, you're being seen at a drugstore pulling a different magazine down. And at a certain age, you should just be looking at a car and driver, guns and ammo, grown-up stuff. So, grown-up stuff. Hold on. Be a grown-up. Watch out. You want to make sure you don't have an opinion about something like that if you're over the age of 35 or so. All right, it's time to play a game. This game is called High Not High. So, people on Instagram, when I go live or when I do stories or something like that, they like to say, oh, you're high. And most of the time I'm not. I want you to know that. Also, quick fact, not high now. So I thought I would put your stony sense to the test and read some thoughts I've written in my iPhone notes, some while high and some while not high, and I want you to guess which ones are which. Let's see how good you are at analyzing my state of mind. Are you ready? Oh, there were all these other comments I wasn't seeing. Okay. Are you ready? Here's the first thought. What about a twist ending to a movie where, surprise, it's going to be another 3 hours? High or not high? Let's see.
Do they need waiting music?
High. They say high. High. Yes, they're saying high. The answer is not high, as if just because I wrote it, it's true. The answer is not high. This one's dumb. Tea is just boneless coffee. That's stupid. Not high. I don't even want to play that one. Here's another one. Okay, here's the next one. Maybe dogs can talk, but they just haven't been asked a legitimate question yet. High or not high? Let's go. High or not high? You're saying high, high,
I think
high.
this decision is high.
Everyone's saying high, right? Yeah, it was high.
Hey!
It's high when I wrote that. I'm so busy these days, I wish I could clone myself and put a newborn baby version of myself to work for me while I go on vacation.
Whoa.
Doesn't sound legal. Child labor laws. What do you say? First person to not high. That's true. Not high. I was not high. It's a little wordy, isn't it?
Nice.
This one's stupid. Hey, everyone on Instagram, could you please stop posting? I'm expecting a call. That was stupid. I was high.
That's
Was high for that. I don't worry when I'm late to meet a married couple for dinner at a restaurant, because if anyone knows how to kill time, it's them. High or not high? High or not high? Because I really was on the way to meet a couple, and I was late, and I was like, they sit next to each other all the time. They're going to handle this. They're going to be quite all right. The answer is not high. That's correct. That is correct. Reagan Catherine 06. That's correct. A couple more. This one's really fun. This one just says, I opened up my notes, not voice notes, but you know,
right.
QWERTY notes.
Chord. Yeah.
And this one just says Palm Springsteen. High or not high? Palm Springsteen.
Hi.
An entire note just dedicated to Palm Springsteen. Hi, I tell you. Hi. Here we go. Are you ready for this? You said not high. Sarah Jerry, you are correct. That was not high when I wrote Palm Springsteen.
Yeah, Sarah.
Two more. They should make the whole bathroom out of the shower. Just make the whole bathroom the shower. Just waterproof everything. Why do we have an in and out of the shower? Rubberize everything. I want the whole bathroom to be the shower.
Good point.
It's a good point. It's a strong point.
Very Vegas.
It would be a Vegas thing.
Yes.
Imagine like you from the time you walk into the bathroom, it's just all that. It's just all shower.
Like it doesn't matter if you get the faucet wet.
Someone wrote high AF. Yeah, it was high.
Yeah.
Here's the last one. This one's for all the beans, as they say. Playing an acoustic guitar in front of a roaring fire has got to be a moral dilemma for the guitar. Think about that guitar. Has to play music while its brothers and sisters are incinerated. And it gets to be inlaid with mother of pearl and lacquered and horsehide glue. And it is just the lackey for the murderer of firewood. Think about what you're asking an acoustic guitar to do. It's a damn shame. Not high. Thank you for playing. Thank you very much. As I single fist a juice box. Because I'm a grown-up, that's why. Well, it's about the time in the show. And right on time. 15 minutes in, right? That's great. This is the musical section of the show. This is very exciting. This is our first musical guest we've ever had. This is the first guest we've ever had. And, hold on, I have a real intro for it. It does it again. It goes, no! Now, I want you to know how much I prepared for this, Charlie. Because this is Instagram Live, and this is the forward-facing camera, everything's backwards. I flipped it for you. Here's your real intro. Up next, he's my first guest ever. I can't say my next guest. He's a hyper-talented singer-songwriter and a super nice guy to do this. Here to perform the song Boy from his latest album, Voice Notes. It's right here. What I did for you? Please make some noise at home for Charlie Puth. First of all, let's just give him a big let me grab my guitar. So, I'll play along with you if I can.
Yes. They still can't see me, but I assure you I'm here.
Oh, right. Okay. So, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Charlie Puth.
Ah! Hi.
Let me move this too. $19.5 thousand people watching this. This is quality entertainment. Could we do it like this?
Go really close to each other. Can I transpose this? Okay. Okay, this is gonna be.
You want to transpose it?
Oh no.
Okay, good.
Ready?
Yep.
It's hard because it's all displaced.
The side was hard.
I got these girls trying to lock me
down and I always up and leave. But for the first time in a while, I wanna throw away the key. And I know you've been in a couple more relationships than me. Cause you talk a different talk, and you kiss me differently. Now I don't know where to go. After you love me this way, after you love me so good, how are you gonna tell me you don't wanna stay?
Chorus.
Yeah. You tell me I'm too young, but I gave you what you wanted. Baby, how dare you treat me just like a boy? You won't wake up beside me, cause I was born in the 90s. Baby, how dare you treat me just like a boy? Don't treat me like boy. Don't treat me, ooh.
We're jamming for a second as I remember the second verse lyrics.
If you know the second verse lyrics at home, sing along so Charlie can understand.
What's the second verse lyrics? Okay, we'll start in a second.
Like a boy.
Guess you still ain't found him yet.
Yeah.
Cause we're still messing around. Watch me put on all this work just to say it won't work out. And it took me seriously. What the hell is that about? Now I don't know where to go. After you love me this way, after you love me so good, how are you gonna tell me you don't wanna stay? Yeah. You tell me I'm too young, but I gave you what you wanted. Baby, how dare you treat me just like a boy? You won't wake up beside me, cause I was born in the 90s. Baby, how dare you treat me just like a boy? Don't treat me like boy. Ooh. Baby, don't you treat me like a boy.
It's hard to do it while you sing. Good chords. I'm enjoying this more than anything.
You play a little bit.
Okay. You're now gonna see a solo done on a Juno keyboard.
Hey! Hey! You know what? Charlie Puth answered, guess who doesn't look stupid anymore having their own Instagram live show? Guess who doesn't look stupid anymore? Well, we should probably do the rest of the... How do we get in? It's not bad, not bad.
That's not bad.
So, now...
Dude, you're
I played along with the song today, and I left you a voice note saying, no pun intended. The thing that I loved about the song was that it borrowed from some Motown stuff, borrowed from some Jackson stuff.
What did you get from it? Because I don't know.
Well, that's my point, is that you're not drawing on
not
anything
sure.
specifically as a template. So you're not tracing anything, but it's in your bloodstream, these ideas, right? So it's like, so it's a little bit... Right?
But why? You know why? I never thought of that.
Definitely has that.
Right,
Yeah,
so it has the offbeat thing, but you're not going. I can tell you didn't go. You weren't in the car listening to,
No.
you know, ABC or I Want You Back. I guess that's I Want You Back. And by the way, all those old songs, they always had a pair. They always came in pairs. There was two songs that were very similar to each other. You know, they would go, "This is such a good song, I gotta do
I
another one
Want
just
You
like
Back.
it."
That was I Want You Back.
And what's ABC?
ABC? It's the that I want.
Go right back to I Want You Back. Right. So back then, they would be like, "This is so good." They must have been like, "This is so good.
We gotta do it again.
We got to do another one, kind of like it." You know.
Another like there's so what's another example of that? What's another example of that? There's so many examples.
Oh, there's
of that.
tons of examples like that.
Ace of Base, I saw the sign, and their second single sounded
Oh
just
God!
like it.
If your second single sounded like your first one, you were in.
All that she wants.
Oh God! There's a couple that in the '90s had a lot of that stuff.
Backstreet Boys. Shit.
Uh-huh. I'm sure.
Loneliness has always been a friend of mine.
And then
Quit playing games with
Right.
my
Queen. That's such a good song that I couldn't resist doing in the background. Like, if you're sitting next to Charlie Puth and he starts off "Quit playing games with my heart," you can't not jump in on the "Quit playing games with my, quit playing games with my, quit playing."
all this and
that's fantastic.
I always thought it was sung by one guy, and then I would see the video and be like, "Oh, there's 6 people." Like, you can't
Dancing in the Rain.
You couldn't necessarily pick out
No.
which dude was which. Could you?
I couldn't at that time.
Yeah, I
when
couldn't.
well, now I do because I
But-
didn't know them. But
But it's brilliant though that you can. Also, the thing about it is that I go to learn the song, and this happens to me on really great songs. I go, "Oh man, this is gonna take all day to learn," and the sound is like a backhanded compliment. But the fact that it's the same riff but repurposed throughout the song to sound different is genius, man. I love that stuff. Where
well,
it's,
thank you.
and so.
I was warming up. It's hard to play it and sing at the same time.
it's gotta
because
be.
You know, because it used to be the beat was, and it used to be like. But I drag, you know, in Pro Tools when you drag it over on the I dragged it over an eighth note, and it displaced everything.
You know what song was like that for me? Was Belief. So Belief. So this idea of. I think it was like something like.
Oh no!
And it moved in Pro Tools. I moved it wrong, and it went. And then, so that's a Pro Tools move around story
Yeah,
for you.
Pro Tools has written a lot of songs in that.
Pro Tools has written a lot of songs. ever do that? How do I
I
ever?
love that song.
Thank you, but it's really. I'll never play that song and look up. Well, it's one of those. Do you have ones like that where you have to really hold on to what you're doing?
Probably that one.
Right.
I wasn't doing too well in the beginning.
No, it was
Trying
great.
to like sing and like play the displaced chords.
I always reverse engineer when I hear a song, and I go, the singer, in this case you, had to have come up with that chord thing, and then go on what now, and I'm always intrigued at what makes someone go this now. So you hear. So this is how I try to learn music, right? I'll go. Why did he go? And I go, that's glorious. That you're in a studio somewhere. That's the music that's going. And you go, I'm going to jump into the jump rope like that.
Well, the lyric originally used to. This song came about from me just like walking around in my head, and walking around and singing something in my head. And the lyric, you know how people will be like, say like, I just, never mind. They're like, I just, never mind. And I'm like, no, what? Tell me. Like, no, I just, never mind. And the lyric used to be, I just, never mind. And I'm like, that sucks. I can never do that.
It's funny you say that. It's beyond funny you say that. It's a little freaky you say that because the song that I just wrote is called I Guess I Just Feel Like.
Damn.
And it's a sentence fragment in my head
Yeah.
from looking at things online or Instagram because we're bombarded with so much otherness. It's just so much otherness, other people's shoes, other people's ideas, other people, and you know, there's a lot of great things about that, but we take on a lot of otherness all day. And the way that I found to not turn into an asshole, but still have opinions about stuff, is to say to myself in my head, and probably sometimes out loud, like, I guess I just feel like I'm not into that. And I've always thought if I predicated something on I guess I just feel like, it wouldn't sound like I was being an asshole. And then the idea gestated into a song that would just begin with the first line would be I guess I just feel like, which is just such a crazy, like, you know what a great version of that is Goo Goo Dolls' Iris. And I'd give up forever to and like, and the first word.
Wow, I never.
The first word in Iris by Goo Goo Dolls is and. And what? You just started it.
And you know, a Weekend does that too. And I know she'll be the death of me.
Right. I love starting with and. So the idea of
Interesting.
The idea of starting a song with like in the middle of my thought. I guess I just feel like, and then you can put any idea you want after I guess I just feel like, because it's so modulated that it's got to be sort of trusted more than someone going yeah. So I wrote a couple interview questions for you. We don't need them because we're doing so well here.
We're doing a good job.
And this is my first time interviewing somebody. So,
Okay.
Is it true that you're 5'9"? That wasn't a good question.
I'm 5'11".
Okay, that was. Here's a spicy question. Do you want a spicy question?
I'll take a spicy question.
You recently found yourself in the middle of internet gossip when it was reported that, is it Noah Cyrus? Noah Cyrus and Lil Xan had a falling out over a fake nude meme you were featured in. Charlie, who's Lil Xan?
I'm gonna play myself out here.
This is an interview that I based off of a Wikipedia search. I didn't have a lot of time to research this, so I just went to Wikipedia.
Okay.
Charlie Puth, 2009 to 2014, career beginnings. In September 2009, you started your own YouTube channel and released a video for your first song, These Are My Sexy Shades. How did that song go? How did that song go? I don't know. Will you play a little bit of These Are My Sexy Shades?
No, I can't. Like, I'd rather like
Really?
myself in the gut, dude.
Okay.
Well,
Listen.
So a little bit of backstory on that. I used to make really before I even did this music thing. I wanted to be like a comedian, and I just found out that I wasn't funny. So I was really inspired by SNL, Andy Samberg short skits. So I tried to make them, and they were never good. So
Got it. Yeah, I found out I wasn't funny, but I've just been steamrolling ever since.
they are.
Just been going for it.
Yeah, but you actually are funny.
Slow. I'm getting funnier slower than I'm producing content.
Oh my god.
So I'm not. I really need to catch up to my own.
I did not expect that one. That stuff lives on the internet forever.
Okay, so on October 23rd, 2013, you released your second EP. And you started writing jingles for other YouTube personalities. Does anything come to mind as a jingle for this show? It's very Lawrence Welk.
I keep gravitating towards the D major.
Okay, let's maybe it's just one word repeated, like weirdness,
Weirdness, like the doorbell.
weirdness.
Weirdness.
But you can't stop watching this business of weirdness,
Weirdness. It's weirdness.
weirdness,
Weirdness.
portrait mode, weirdness, backwards, and it's. I really painted myself in a corner there.
That was good.
One more thing I want to show you, and then like let's get out when the getting's good.
They're like, let's talk about Charlie's haircut.
No. And like again, we're here to promote voice notes. This is your. By the way, I'm so close to the. What icon such a okay. So this is your record. Can you see that in there?
Yeah.
That's your record, Voice Notes.
Yeah.
This is my record, Heavier Things. Have you ever seen that before?
Oh my god.
Have you ever seen? Did anyone ever show you that before? That's real close, isn't it? In fact, let me just do that so you can really get a sense of the border too.
There was
How do you feel about that?
there was some some intent.
Hey man, I dig that. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
That's funny. He found out.
It's called SF Old Republic.
That's really
The
good.
font's called SF Old Republic.
See, I've never brought that up to you because I thought you would just.
I rip stuff off all the time.
That's so funny, man. Remember when we were at the Mondrian and I was like, I want it to look like Heavier Things. We took the font.
Mission accomplished. Well, I'm at the end of my juice box. You know what that means. That's Mother Nature's way of saying it's time to get off the horse. Thank you so much for watching Current Mood, John Mayer. And you know what? One more time for Charlie Puth, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have a wonderful week. I hope that you're not too banged up. And something a little more introspective. If you're like me, yeah, the calendar can be stressful. Something we have to do 8.5 days from now can affect our mood today. I don't like having to get on an airplane anywhere within 30 days of waking up in my own bed. You know what I mean? So something I have to do 7 days from now can bum me out today. But then I learned something. I learned that I do this with my hands. I rested on a gut that's not there yet, but that's half built. Here's what I learned. Take it one day at a time, and you'll find that if you wake up and deal with the flight only on the day of the flight, you will find the answers in what you need to be happy. There's no way to tell what it's going to take for a flight 7 days from now, so let's not stress about it. If you live well, with peace of mind and clarity and belief in yourself, you'll wake up the day of that flight and you'll go, I'm ready for this flight. But there's just no way to tell 6 or 7 days ahead of time what you're ready for. Everything's stressful 6 or 7 days from now. So take it one day at a time. And when you wake up tomorrow, believe in yourself that you are equipped for that day. You do not have to be equipped for this Friday. You only have to be equipped for tomorrow. And if you're equipped for 4 more tomorrows, guess what day it is? Friday. And then you're going to be so happy that you made it through Friday that you will purposefully, recreationally demolish yourself. And when you do, I'll be here that next Sunday night with another guest and another something to share. Because the world needs a little togetherness. And perhaps the best drug of all is something I like to call Together All. So dose up hard on Together All. It's going to be a weird week, but I'll be here at the end of it to let you know that everything's going to be okay. One more time for Charlie Puth, ladies and gentlemen. Have a lovely week. We'll see you again soon. Thanks for joining us.